Podketeers.
Oh my gosh, that sounded great.
Yeah, right? The sink actually synced.
Yeah.
What about the bathtub?
Oh. I don't know about that. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I think it's too small, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, remember how last week I opened up the podcast showing you, was that last week? Time is no longer something that my brain processes properly.
Right.
At some
Whenever
point
it was.
recently, I showed you my uncut sheet of Disney 100 cards.
Right.
And as you know, when I first got the deck of the Disney 100 cards, I was pretty excited because little by little they started releasing the Mickey cards, and the Mickey Anniversary deck and stuff like that. And at one point I thought, oh, this is going to be so cool because at some point I'm hoping that I'll have an entire brick. And a brick is 12. That's how they quantify them. And the brick-ish is complete.
Hey.
Because where's the second one?
So I got
This is where I'm assuming it's going. I'm just ruining the surprise.
No, so it's brick-ish because for those that know how to count, there's actually only 11 decks in here.
Okay.
Because I also put my decks in these little protective, like, plastic sleeves.
Okay.
And because those add some thickness to the deck, I can only fit 11 into each one. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to quickly show you all of the decks, and I'll show you what finally completed this brick-ish box for me. So, this was the first one.
Right.
Showing you this one. I won't show you the cards. I'll do another video showing off the cards. Then we had the Mickey, which I really like this design on the back. It's one of my favorite designs on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Then they released the Mickey Classic.
Nice.
Right? And then this is the back of the Classic. The original Mickey is what they call it. And then they released the two Princess decks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's basically the same deck. One is pink, one is blue. Right? Then they released the two Villain decks. One is green, one is purple.
Nice.
Also really, really love the backs of these.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Then they released the Donald deck. This was for Donald's anniversary, original Donald Duck. And then, of course, they couldn't let it go, and they released the Frozen deck. Not a bad back,
No.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, I showed this one a couple weeks ago, the Lion King one. We showed how it had the gold accents and the gold foiling. I thought it was really nice. And finally, I got the Stitch deck.
Nice.
This is the newest edition, and I'm kind of upset because I thought, oh, wow, this is it. It's not. They just released 2 more decks. But here's the 2 Jokers. I thought these were kind of cool.
I like
There's
them.
the backs.
Ooh, that's cool.
Here's the Ace.
The Ace of Spades.
That's right. And then, of course, the court cards.
Oh,
I
that's
believe
cool.
all
One
the
of them
courts
is
are
Angel,
different.
the Queen.
Yeah, there's Stitch on the Ace of Diamonds.
The Ace
Nice.
of Diamonds.
Ace of Diamonds. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess they are different. I hadn't opened this yet, by the way. This is my first time looking at these.
The King of Clubs.
I like how one looks like he's like looking.
Looks so angry right here.
Oh.
Just looks pissed. Just chilling right here. This is cute. This is basically a Valentine's Day card.
Oh.
There you go.
That's a
King of
Valentine's
Hearts.
Day card.
Yeah.
And then Angel.
Queen of Hearts.
And then
Cute.
he broke this one.
Oh, freaking Jack
Oh,
of
Just
Hearts.
kidding.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he broke that one. So that's the Stitch deck. And
So
I was super happy because I thought, yay, the brick is complete.
Right.
And then they released 2 more decks.
Uh-huh.
Mel, I think you may be inclined to actually collect this one. Check this out.
Oh, Dang.
Yeah.
Notice how like I had to slow my mouth and be
If you're
like,
just listening, it's a Tim Burton's Nightmare
oh,
Before
that is so
Christmas deck.
pretty.
It looks so nice. I mean,
It
I
does.
have some park ones,
Mhm.
and I mean, I have this. My kids got me this one, and I love this one too, right? Because I
Right.
love the artwork on this one. I think this has some of the better artwork, even over like the Mansion deck. I think this is the Direct Parks one, but I love the back of the bicycle version of the Jack one, and then it's got purple foiling,
Yeah.
which I think is great. Here's a sample of what the cards are going to look like. And then on top of that, I have to say that this is probably one of my favorite designs, and I think it's just because it lends itself to playing cards and also because there's some in the film. But look at those.
Oh, what?
Alice
Why?
in
Why? Come look for my money.
Wonderland.
Look at the back.
That is cool.
Doesn't it look great? I
that is
love
so
this
cool.
design. I love the look of these cards so much. Obviously, Queen of Hearts, they didn't miss on that one.
Good job.
So yeah, like I said, as happy as I was to complete my brick-ish of cards, of Disney cards, now I have to start a whole brand new brick-ish because now there's these two other decks that I have to try to collect and
Yep.
start.
And they're just going to keep making them. If they made the original Mickey and they made the original Donald, we got to make original Goofy, original Minnie,
I
at
honestly,
least.
I'm surprised they didn't do Goofy. I'm surprised they didn't do like Chip and Dale or something. If they were going with
Minnie.
the 5, right?
Yeah.
That too.
Pluto.
There are other
We got
like,
anniversaries
Disney
coming up we
themed
got to wait
decks.
for.
Like there are
Yeah.
other like Disney decks that are licensed.
Yeah.
Like I own 5 other Mickey Mouse decks,
Mhm.
but none of them are official bicycle decks,
Right.
right? And I think that's what was most appealing to me about this collection is that they're official bicycle releases. So,
Yeah.
how many more?
Gotta get a Dr. Facilier one.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
The cards. The
I
cards.
mean, listen, I am all over.
Who else
that.
got cards?
I want a
that's like
Remy
thing.
LeBeau deck.
Who?
Give me,
Is this
he's
a wrestler
Gambit.
guy?
No, he's Gambit
Oh.
on the X-Men.
Oh. Does he use cards?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can electrically charge anything and make it go boom. But
And they're
his
pretty
weapon
because
of
they're hot
choice,
pink.
yeah, his weapon of choice is playing cards.
Yeah.
Ah. You
He's
learn
a
something new
hustler.
every day, folks.
Yeah. Hey, it's hot.
Yep.
I am-
Caliente.
yeah.
Yep.
My head is like throbbing from the heat, from not feeling great for the last few days, and the fact that I had the fan running earlier, like felt decent, and after I took it down so that it wouldn't be rumbling in the microphone now, I'm totally feeling it. It's not fun.
Here's my forecast for tomorrow. I don't know if you can see that.
Nice.
Jill would like to have a word with you too.
111.
Nice.
Blech.
Yeah, here we're going to be 102, I think. So not quite 111,
But still,
but still
no bueno.
not fun at all. So a lot of not doing stuff indoors, obviously. Hopefully can hang out outside.
I mean, outdoors, not doing stuff outdoors.
See, this is exactly what the heat does to our brains.
See, you would think that.
Yeah.
You would think that, but it's actually cooler outside than it is inside.
Well, that's because you don't have AC.
Right.
I have AC, and it's a balmy 74 in here right now.
I don't
or
like
let's
what's
see.
happening right
I
now.
will shut up. I'm not even going to say anything. Nope.
What is it set to?
You both have
What?
AC, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I'm
is why
sorry,
I don't say
70.
anything. So
Yeah.
72. I'm sorry.
I mean, it is what it is at this point. But
I'll Amazon you a AC.
yay! Hey, I have a couple of videos that I want to show you before we jump into some other Disney stuff. But
All right.
there is a VFX artist that I follow on TikTok. He goes by Action Movie Dad.
Okay.
And he posted a video of the drone show that was happening at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I thought it was super cool because
I get it.
the drone show got hacked. Check this out. You ready?
Ready.
Disney Drone Show hacked. Night 2.
So for those Homestar Runner fans, the drones are going from Disney's Dreams Come True into a giant Trogdor the Burninator. It looks exactly like Trogdor. Now, here's the thing. When I saw this clip, I didn't realize that
so
it was
confused.
like his account, right?
Yeah.
It looks legit. If
Right.
the drones were truly hacked and that's what happened, I would have lost it. I've been a Homestar
Right.
Runner fan and a Strong Bad fan for years. And when I saw this come up in my FYP, I was like, what is happening right now? And then I realized who had posted it. And I was like, oh, this guy, he does all sorts of like visual effects. Actually, I have another video that I think you guys will find fun that he created as well. Are you ready for this one?
Sure.
Yeah.
And this is at Fantasy Spring, or not Fantasy Springs, Disney Springs.
Disney
not Magic
Springs,
Kingdom.
yeah. All right, check this one out.
What?
Indiana Jones wearing an Apple Vision Pro.
He's using the Vision Pro.
Looks like gold. I can calculate its density and compare that to the known density of gold.
Now we're looking at how to measure the density of an irregular shaped object like this. To work out the density, we need to know both the mass and the volume.
I was like, wait a minute. At least give us the the weight. Not now. That's cool.
End of movie.
I
Right?
I thought that was fantastic. I instantly thought of each of you when I saw the Indiana Jones one, but I'm telling you, I saw the Trogdor one and I thought, like, it was so well done that just for a second I thought, did these drones really get hacked? Like, what is happening right now? And there
Yeah.
was that split
You're gonna have
second.
to post those over on Discord so people that are just listening need to.
Yeah,
See
I will
it,
post
yeah.
those. I will
Indiana Jones got
definitely post
smashed
them.
with a ball at the end. It was very funny.
But yeah, I'm super impressed. Like, he's got some really great videos. Action Movie Dad on TikTok is the account. Check it out. Got some fun stuff.
Let's see if he's on.
That's technically what I went to school for. Like, if I could do that all day, every day, I would be happy.
Fun.
And like he and the stuff that like Zach King does, I think are super fun. I should talk to my brother about doing something like that. It's been a while since we've done anything like that. I know my brother wants to do
Yeah.
all that stuff too. I don't know. Stay tuned.
Backyard wrestling VFX.
Let's not take it
Heyzen
there
up on the
because,
top rope.
Listen, there are some wounds that I will not talk about when it comes to the backyard wrestling stuff. In my heart, in my soul, and on my body.
But who says it has to be you? Why can't you just use
That's what I'm saying.
figurines?
It's VFX. It's VFX. You
And
put
you're
your
the-
face.
You're at the ringside.
Oh, I see. I getcha. Okay. So if you see John Cena's body running to the ring, but it's my face on it.
There you go.
Exactly.
It'll be
There you go.
fun.
You got it.
Yeah. Hey, remember? So, I forgot to post this over on Discord, and we're halfway. Not even halfway. We are closer to Halloween, obviously, than we are to Christmas at this point. I was going to say halfway to Halloween.
I was like, that's true because Christmas is after Halloween.
Yeah, but I was going to say halfway to Halloween, but that was,
right
before, like a month or two ago. But Costco's been putting out some holiday stuff, and there's been a lot of releases for Halloween. Obviously, with the mansion coming back, there's new Haunted Mansion merchandise. And in our text thread, I sent you that croc that got released, and even Andrew was like, "Is this real? Is this a real croc?" Well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, it was. I was waiting for it to get released, and Disney has a whole new line of Haunted Mansion merchandise that's available on DisneyStore.com. They're
the Croc, the shoe.
Yeah,
I'm so dumb.
I'm thinking like an actual crocodile.
No, I was thinking like a crock pot. I was like, why is this Hazen calling it a crock? It's called a crock pot.
No.
And I was like,
tired.
I don't remember Hazen sending us a Haunted Mansion crock pot. Now, if they had a Haunted Mansion crock pot, I'd buy it.
Stop. I don't want to unlock shipping right now. So this is it. This is now a thing
Crocs
that's
before.
Available.
They're not bad. They're comfortable. Like, they could work. I mean, I
Men's
wore mine
13.
in
They have my size.
Apparently, they're really
rain.
bad for you.
Really?
So two things. So it's funny that you said both things that I was going to comment on. So one, apparently they're really bad for you, especially if you are prone. If you overpronate or underpronate, I don't remember which one it is. They're especially bad for you because they're so squishy that they could roll your ankle and you can actually hurt your feet more. So they're actually bad for certain people. Two, they, I believe, are in the process of a lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit or something like that, because in all of their advertisements, they show people like at the beach, in the sun, near the water, splashing around. However, the material that they are made of, if you leave them in the sun, they will shrink. And if you get them wet, they will shrink. So everything that people think they add.
So don't stick them in the dishwasher.
Right. Don't put them in the dishwasher. You don't want to wash them in there. So there's like a class action lawsuit that I was reading about. I don't know if it already started or what the thing was. I'm not particularly interested in Crocs, so I'm kind of like, whatever, I don't care. But this one, like, I would buy these just because they're mansion. Like, I would never wear them. I would buy them just because they're mansion. And it's funny because in our text thread, I showed it. I also sent it to a friend, and my response was an animated GIF of Eddie Brock with the venom, like trying to like consume his body. Because that's how I felt. I'm like, the evil's trying to consume me. Like, should I buy them? Should I not buy them? And I came that close to
Here's
buying
the thing.
them.
I'm looking at it zoomed in, and it's not even the wallpaper.
It's not
like
the wallpaper.
some other wallpaper they made with
Which-
like the bust and Leota
Yeah.
and like a raven. Like, it's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But and the candelabras and stuff.
So-
like, it's cool idea, but it's not the wallpaper. So
Yeah. So before I re-comment on that, by the way, I also really want this. I want it. I just like it. But
do you see the like fancy doll they have with her?
yeah,
Wait, what doll?
the
They
Sally
have
doll. Is it on here? All
All I know, there's 48 to 62 items, so who knows?
right, hold on a second.
I mean, I'll just say I believe you, and then we can carry on.
Yeah, here we go.
It's like
Oh.
like high quality.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so pretty, but I cannot.
This is the
buy
box that
that
she comes in.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
so
you open
cool.
it and it makes it the painting, which is
Yeah.
cool.
It's really
That's
detailed.
really
It's
cool.
really nice.
I saw somebody like opening it up and he's like, it's great other than because they had to fit the umbrella in the box. The umbrella is stupid looking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Oh, they're out of stock.
of course.
That's
limited edition.
Are they
out
on
of stock.
eBay?
Of
Probably.
course, for like $500 or $600.
Right.
So there's two things that really actually did catch my eye, but then I was sad because the only size that would potentially fit me is already stock. But it's this shirt here.
Yeah.
I like
and,
that.
Yeah, and I wish that they made a shirt with the pattern that they used for this dress.
The wallpaper.
The wallpaper one. They don't have a shirt like this.
Right. I don't know what's their problem. Everybody just wants the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Stop doing other stuff.
If they had released a shirt with this pattern on it, I would have like instantly bought it.
Right.
Right.
Just stop doing other stuff. Everybody wants this. This is what everybody wants.
So I was
And it
kind
glows
of
in the dark.
Yeah. The jacket that they released. Oh, by the way, this is an ugly design. I'm sorry to tell you, but this
Why
is so
would you
generic and
cover
ugly.
it?
Like the placement and
The
using
color?
a black font for it.
Yep.
Like, this is so lazy. I'm sorry, but I don't.
It
like
is. No, don't be sorry. It is.
This. Anyway,
even
so
tell.
I don't like that one. This jacket, however, I don't mind it. No, this is not it. This is the pullover.
If
Hold
that
on.
was a full zip, I
It
would
is.
buy that
It
in
is.
a minute. In a heartbeat.
This is the jacket.
So full zip.
This is full zip.
Andrew
I
needs a
like
full zip.
that.
I don't
Yeah.
really like the collar too much, but I might have to buy that right now.
Yeah, this one.
Are they gonna have that at Disneyland?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
Well,
Larry, I need to ask Larry if he can keep an eye out for me.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to use my past discount on that jacket.
Yeah,
please.
it's nice. This I would actually wear.
I'd wear that too in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I just went online to look at that Sally doll, the Sally Slater doll,
On eBay?
on eBay. I'm gonna sort by price highest first. The highest price listed on here is $4.99.
oh, I was gonna
for
say
best
500.
offer.
I
Yep.
was gonna say 500.
The lowest price of this doll with bids currently 16 bids, $217.50. It was originally $150, so that's, you know,
How many more minutes or two?
you got 13 hours and 5 minutes right
Oh.
now. But there's a
That's-
$219.99 or best offer with $10 shipping.
Oh, well.
So that's only, you know, what, $70,
Yeah.
$75 above the original.
I also like this Loungefly, by the way.
I don't.
I mean, I like it because there's not a lot of stuff with Hattie, but I love
True.
that it's the
What do you
original
mean there's not a
drawing.
lot of stuff with Hattie?
You're
That's
right.
the lie. They put him on
No,
everything.
I mean, there's not a lot of stuff right now available. with Hattie, is
yes,
what I'm saying.
okay.
That's really the only
How
thing. that
about
they have.
this guacamole bowl?
I can't wear a guacamole bowl.
On
wear
top of your head.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
get the
guess.
guacamole bowl or whatever
Yeah.
it's supposed to be, serving bowl.
How do you feel about this shirt with all the
It
portraits?
reminds me of Beetlejuice.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's the stripes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
the
look,
stripes.
Hattie's on it.
Look at him. He's
Aw.
there and there and there and there and there
and there.
5 times. Look at
Yeah.
that. And we got Gracie
many other
and we
behind.
got glow in the dark.
That doesn't really glow all that much, does it?
Also, I'm just gonna be in complain mode now. I don't like
Is
this
this
Haunted
complain o'clock?
Mansion. Nah, it's not really a complain
Okay.
o'clock. I don't really like this Haunted Mansion logo they've come up with.
It's very Walt Disney World. Haunted Mansion.
Like HM. And I was like, just use Haunted Mansion. We got the plaque for a reason.
Yeah, it's very and I think that was one of the biggest complaints when the film first came out. Remember that they changed some of the iconography and the logo because they were trying to make it more universal. As a matter of fact, some of the merchandise that I was looking through says specifically Walt Disney World. The actual hoodie with this one right here. So see? Oh, this one actually says Disneyland. Oh, I didn't see this one. I might actually get this one.
I like that one.
Oh,
Has the
wait a
Disneyland Mansion on
second.
the
See,
back.
this
That's
is
Wait a
nice.
classy.
second. This is not the one I saw.
Classy. That's classy.
Wait, how much
Oh,
is
it's
that?
already out. Come on, man.
Haunted Mansion.
3X
zip
is
hoodie,
already-
Disneyland. Let's see.
already
eBay.
sold out.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Because they probably made one of them and that was it.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
Oh, this is kind of cool. Where's the other one? The one that I saw specifically said Walt Disney World on it. Maybe they updated this because this isn't the stuff.
Well, they
that
might.
was
My
there.
guess is they have both.
No,
Okay.
there's new stuff here because when I first saw this a couple days ago, I made notes of all the stuff I wanted to criticize, and some of that stuff isn't here anymore.
I found it. Haunted Mansion zip hoodie. It's the same exact one, but it has the Walt Disney
But it
World.
says Walt Disney World?
And it has their
Okay.
specific.
So they must have just added a Disneyland version of it.
Right. And then it, yeah.
Okay.
And the 3X is sold out on that one too.
Of course it is.
If it was even ever available.
Right. Exactly.
Keep looking. Maybe it'll become available.
I can set alerts, right?
I don't know.
If I log in, it'll let me set an alert.
I don't know.
Wait, is it the same on the back? The logo and everything?
So see that one shows. See
This
that
is the
top
Disney World one.
Yeah, that shows the. So look at the second picture. The back has the different mansion on it.
So
It
it's got the Disney World
does.
mansion on it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll give them a compliment. Good on them for making.
Yeah.
Both coast mansions.
Exactly.
This is what we want, folks. Good job.
I mean, what we wanted is for them to leave the Hatbox Ghosts at Disneyland proper.
Well,
where
that's
people
what
That
you.
want,
too.
But whatever.
They could have made another ghost.
Whatever. I'm not going to turn this into
The
complaint o'clock.
KFC bucket ghost.
I mean, theirs is now like what in like ours is better anyways.
It's fine.
It is.
Just make
Better
merchandise
placement,
for
better
all the
everything.
attractions. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna say it every time.
That's right.
Every attraction needs merchandise.
Every
I want
attraction.
an Astro Orbiter hat.
I wouldn't mind one. Do you want one that has like a
Imagine
thing where
if you
like
could
they
like
spin,
turn.
Like a propeller.
like a propeller,
Yeah.
but it's like the
That
little
would be
ship spinning
cute.
around?
We need an armchair Imagineering just for merchandise.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be
That
fun.
would be fun.
Put it on
And
the
then,
list.
and then 3 months later, we see it in the parks, and we
They're
get
all there.
nothing from it. Surprise, surprise.
Need some Matterhorn, Lederhosen.
It's funny. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, we got an official trailer for Agatha All Along. It looks like that's the
Yeah.
final title after it went through like 17 title changes. It
That
looks
was
like-
on purpose.
And was it on purpose?
Because they in the teaser trailer they flipped through all of them. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. It's a marketing tactic.
I think
Because,
they did
she's
that
gonna-
because people were just like trolling them and they
I
tried to
don't
play
know.
into it.
I think it's because she's gonna be doing a bunch of different flipping around.
You think
I
it's
don't
going to
know.
be
We'll
like
see.
a WandaVision deal where
Well, look,
it's like,
look in
Oh,
the
I
trailer.
hope so.
let's
Remember?
watch the trailer.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let me share the screen here. We can watch it and then comment on this trailer together. Here we go.
A car driving down the road, driven by Catherine Hahn. Police line, do not cross. It's rainy.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see
Hands
you
a
out here,
a
detective.
coffee.
Jane Doe.
Walking through the
Found down
woods.
Here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
Body. Hand.
Those fingers.
Happened to you?
Body. Inside of a hallway with fog.
I have a lead in the case.
Morgue with the body on the
But I
table.
can't shake this feeling I'm
Toe
seeing
tag.
wrong.
October 13th. It says Wanda
Yeah.
Maximoff.
Is this really how you see yourself?
Aubrey
That
Plaza.
witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
And then her clothes change. And look. Oh, then she's in the 80s. Oh, now she's black and white. Oh no, the lamp is swinging. Moon and it's green.
It's the glory days.
She's holding stuff from eggs. Circus.
She took every little
Finger
power I had,
movements.
but I can beat that.
A hexagon.
The color story.
A weird
Yeah.
devil monster.
Well, the gang's all
That was
Oh.
cool.
here.
This is like a Deborah Jo Rump. I didn't know she was in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish.
Belle. That says the darkness. Then there's some kid. Dementors, I guess. I don't know.
Blood.
Flying around. Oh, falling.
What witch in her right mind would join?
Why can't I think of her name? Is that dub?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
I gotta look it up. I'm so mad.
Lots of witchcraft. Lots of like dark magic. Ah, that's cool.
Sweetheart,
Demons.
you okay?
What does that walk from? Is that the ring? What is that from?
That is so cool.
Okay.
I love it.
Wait a second. Okay, I purposely didn't watch this because I knew we were gonna have it on the list to talk about it this episode.
Right.
This is way better than I was expecting it to be. This is like 20 times better than I was expecting it to be, especially with all the title changes and all of the challenges that they've had.
Telling you, it wasn't
with-
title changes.
Are you sure?
But anyway, I'm like 99% sure it wasn't title changes. I think this was marketing tactic. But
I
anyway,
don't know.
keep saying your
But you know what?
sentiment.
I don't know.
There's people online, sadly on YouTube, that will make their own little trailers and then they'll call it as their own. So maybe this is like a play against them saying, you thought it was? Ta-da!
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Because it's okay. So here's the thing, right? At first, it was titled Agatha House of Harkness. Then it was Agatha Coven of Chaos. Then it was Agatha Darkhold Diaries.
Yep.
And then Agatha All Along. Right?
But
so
that's what
I
I'm
don't
trying-
know if the title changes. I need to go back and research it. But I don't know if each of the title changes were tied to challenges that they had while making the show, that at some point Marvel was like, oh no, we got to change it, or there was like a producer or director change or something like that. And ultimately they landed on this. But I was a little concerned for this because I remember they've been talking about this since like 2021, I think 2022.
Yeah.
And at first I was excited because I love Agatha. Like, her character in WandaVision is like one of the highlights of that series, right? And the fact that they were going to just concentrate on her story and how rich, and it doesn't look like they're leaning too heavy into any one of like her story from the comics, which I think is what I like. Like, this has the potential, man, this is going to sound really bad because I really, really liked it, but this has the potential of being better than Werewolf by Night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the trailer itself already gave you much more, like, it... But, okay. I love Werewolf by Night, but I think this is, like, a different kind of, like, horror, where back then it's, like, the classics, like, the black and white, that was still pretty awesome. But this is, like... blood, demons, and all sorts of stuff, and possessions. I mean, this is awesome. It's a whole different, like, level. I love it more.
Yeah. Andrew, I know you're not really big into like the horror movie stuff,
right?
Or anything like that. But by any chance, did either of you? I don't remember talking to either of you about this, but did you watch The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix?
I did not know.
Okay, so this
because I was
is
mad it
very...
wasn't Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Well, that's actually why I loved it so much, because I love Sabrina the Teenage Witch for what it was. I think for
Yeah.
a
Right.
sitcom that was like family friendly and it was kooky and it had all the sitcom tropes, I think it was great. But I do love horror movies, and The
Right.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was such a great series. It was so well produced. The
Yeah.
effects were fantastic. The story that they told was great. This is very in line with that style of storytelling.
Yeah.
And it takes the Marvel universe in a different direction that I think a lot of people are going to be happy with overall, given the fact that we've talked so much about superhero fatigue over the last couple of years. This is not that. This is finally putting us in a spot where we can start talking about not just the witches, but we can start finally introducing the characters like Ghost Rider, and some of these other like supernatural beings. Like we got the vampires already with Werewolf by Night, but that kind of pivots us into Blade and bringing all those other elements into the
Yep.
Marvel universe. So, man, if this is what, and by the way, the fact that it's only 2 episodes and that it's not like 8, that they're stretching it out over 8 episodes or anything like that, or they're forcing it, to be this like
It's only
constrained
2
project.
1-hour episodes.
I
or
think
they
it's
haven't
just
said?
2 1-hour episodes. Yeah, I love that for this.
Well, no, that does. Well, hold on, I'm confused because I'm on IMDb right now.
That they're
And-
dropping 2.
Oh, they're
It's-
only dropping.
Yeah,
So it is
It
more
says
than 2
there's
episodes.
9
Oh, yeah.
episodes.
Oh, got it.
They released
So
the
the-
9
first 2.
episodes.
Right.
9 episodes.
Okay. Now I have mixed feelings because Sabrina was a whole season and they did really well with that.
Mhm.
Werewolf by Night was a single production, and I think they did so well with a single project versus trying to stretch a series over multiple episodes. But this has the potential of being so good if they do it right over multiple episodes. I
would
think
think
that's
so.
what I'm worried about. I think I'm kind of worried that it's going to get kind of watered down over the course of however many episodes, 8 or 9, you said that there's going to be?
9 episodes.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited either way for it. But I wish it was only 2 episodes kind of.
So here is, I'm going to send this over to you. This video, I've been searching for the whole time, is they posted this video. I don't know exactly when. It's so loud. And I can't even find
The artist
this is,
formerly known as...
Right. This is. I just remember it was here, and this is why I think it's. This was posted May 14th. And it's going through all the different names, and then there's a funny one. The Lion Witch with the Great Wardrobe. Agatha All Along.
Oh, that's where I must have read that it was a 2-episode premiere somewhere.
Right.
That made me think it was a 2-episode arc.
So there's the Darkhold Diaries, House of Harkness, Coven of Chaos.
I think this was created to tell people we finally have a title, because so many people knew it by these other names through the progression of production.
Interesting. Well, we'll probably never know. Maybe somebody needs to tell us.
Maybe at
Can we get the-
D23, Kevin Feige will come up on
I mean,
stage.
like,
and
by
be
the
like,
way-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We had such a hard time finding a title. We finally did it.
yeah. 9/18,
But hey, it got
2024.
It got people talking,
Sure did.
and that's all you really want, right?
That's very, very true. I'm excited. All right. Well, there's a couple other things we want to jump into this episode, but before we do, want to take a quick moment to remind you that this episode is brought to you by a fantastic group of listeners known as the FGP Squad, our podcast Fairy Godparents, and it is their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. Being a part of the FGP Squad family gets you some additional perks, like exclusive discount codes for Podketeers gear, additional content that we've uploaded to Patreon, access to our happy hour calls when we get an opportunity to do those. But if you're interested in becoming a member of the FGP Squad, we invite you to go to podketeers.com/FGP. There you will find a link to our Patreon, some information about what the FGP Squad is all about, some of our top contributors, and more. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And to all of the members of the FGP Squad, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support. Also, we invite you to check out podketeers.com/links. There you will find some of our most commonly asked for links, including our latest episode, a link to the Quizneyland playlist, some other common links, like a link to the FGP Squad, of course, a link to our Discord community, whatever we are currently raising money for with Team Boat Willie. You will also find a link to our YouTube channel and Larry's YouTube channel, Goofy Guys Adventures, and a link to our Armchair Imagineering playlist. So again, any of those common links will be found at podketeers.com/links. And yeah, really easy place to find all of those together. All right. Let's see. Mel, you sent us this update about, I'm getting another movie.
Yeah, we're getting...
Starring Heyzen.
Starring me.
We're getting a 5th movie, and look, I know I've complained about sequels, prequels, blah, 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 blah. I cannot complain about Shrek. So I'm excited that we're getting Shrek 5.
July 2026. Shrek
In
5,
2 more
The
years.
Revenge.
In 2 more years. We have the original 3 coming back, which is pretty awesome. We have Shrek, we have Donkey and Fiona. We don't know about Puss in Boots yet, but the fact that we're getting Shrek again and Donkey, awesome. But what was also reported, and I'm laughing because Shrek is different. I don't know how to explain it, but we love Shrek.
Yeah,
I do.
I mean, that I'm glad you.
I was gonna
you
say
brought that up. Like,
put the we a little away here. No, I'm just kidding.
well,
That sounds like
I'm
Shrek's
interested-
fine.
Listen, I love Shrek. Shrek is actually the very first film my wife and I went to go watch together when we first started dating. So it holds a very special place in my heart. But
Man, you're old.
I am
Jeez.
old, actually. It's true. I am.
Eh.
But I'm curious. Why is Shrek 5 The Revenge okay and Frozen
Revenge.
Frozen
Toy Story 5.
10 or Toy Story 5 Jesse's Revenge not? Like, what makes this 5th sequel different than the 5th Toy Story for you specifically?
For me, I think it's because with Frozen, it's like you could kind of give the stories, and we've already heard so much of it. It's kind of like, okay, it's a story. But with Shrek, it's kind of like you could relate to a lot of the stuff that's being said. It's not a typical story, kind of princessy story, I would say. Toy Story as well. It's like 3 was perfect. 4 was kind of pushing it. 5 now, it's like, okay, I mean, yes, people might love the characters, which is fine, but Shrek is like, you just get adult humor out of it. I think that's what it is, and the fact that it's not, it's silly, it's adult funny, it has stuff that's just for kids, like it's a good mix. And I love Donkey, so
Come on, we all love Donkey.
I mean,
I do want to say that Shrek 4 was called Shrek Forever after the final chapter.
So this
So
one
was Toy
is
Story
Shrek 5: The Revenge.
Yes. I don't know.
I mean, I do want to say that I think you're like, do you like every single one of the Shrek movies?
I do.
Because I've not. Okay. Because just if I'm looking at the, oh, I lost my page. Let's see, Shrek.
I want to say they have kept it fresh too, because they've there's that, but they've added characters or different things, and it's, I don't know, they have a special formula that just works.
So I want to say, I'm just going to bring this up now. This doesn't mean much, but audience score, I'll go by audience score because that usually is pretty good. Rotten Tomatoes, Shrek, the original, 90% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Shrek 2 goes down a little bit, 69% audience score. The tomato meter, the reviews from the critics actually went up 1% from 88 to 89. And then getting to Shrek 3, or Shrek the Third, I should say, 52% audience score. It's one of those turned over popcorn buckets. Not even a standing up popcorn bucket. Oh, no. And then Shrek 4 doesn't even come up. Hold on, I gotta find it.
They're like, we don't need one.
Shrek Forever After, released 14 years ago, has a 54% rating. So it's a little higher than Shrek 3. 54% tipped over. And then, 57% Rotten Tomatoes. So they've, according to the general masses, and I don't want everybody's personal opinion is their personal opinion, but I just want to compare these to Toy Story, just really quick. Toy Story has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes by the critics and 92%, which is okay. It's Toy Story 1 and Shrek. They're all kind of similar. Toy Story 2, 87% Rotten Tomatoes, 100% from critics. Toy Story 3, 90% Rotten Tomatoes, Jesus, I can't talk. 90% audience, 98% critics. Toy Story 4, 94% audience, 97% critics. This is why they're making a Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Of course,
and
money.
This is why they've waited 14 years to make Shrek 5. I mean, like, I'm fine with having another Shrek, but if I was to say anything is, I personally was done with Shrek after Shrek 2. Like, I've never seen Shrek 3 or Shrek 4. I know Shrek had, like, babies or triplets or something, and then there was Rumpelstiltskin or something, and Shrek got turned into a human, or I don't know. This is all I know about the other Shreks. And from a, not super Shrek heavy person, like, I'm interested to see what Shrek 5 does, but the quality in my eyes it's just been a declining, stepping down each time, which I haven't watched them, so I don't know. That's just my opinion. My purview on them is just, this is what I've gleaned. I haven't watched them, so I might like them. You never know. And I only saw I saw the second Puss in Boots movie. I didn't even see the first Puss in Boots movie. So, but that one was good. That second Puss in Boots movie was good. So, you know what? Go off. Like, I don't want anybody to, like, think that I don't think they should make a new Shrek, or you are,
like you said, opinions,
bad for liking
okay.
Shrek. Like, it's just, it's I don't know. I need to stop talking, so I'm going to do that right now.
I mean, so I'm having difficulty, like, finding where I stand on this, right? Because, like I said, as a franchise, Shrek is special to me, right? But I understand what you're saying, Mel, about, like, the type of humor in a Shrek film versus what we get in a Toy Story film, right? They're very different types of relatable. Like, the relatable in a Pixar film or Toy Story film is very nostalgia based. It's very like kick you in the feels, make you want to cry, make you want to go to therapy and huddle up and like, you know what I mean? Whereas like the Shrek and the DreamWorks films are very snappy and smart alecky, and they're very like how we interact with each other, just, you know, like friend circle interactions, like
Right.
we're probably going to have a dialogue closer to what we have like or hear in a Shrek film than we would in a Toy Story film. You know what I mean? And I think that's the type of relatable that people really connect with those. So I totally understand what you're saying. On top of that, at least for this fifth one, is it kind of also hitting that nostalgic like element because it's been 14 years since Shrek 4, right? Because I kind of feel the same with like Beetlejuice, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's been so long since the last one that like time makes the heart grow fonder, right? And that distance between the last one. So like I think there's multiple elements that are helping like Shrek 5 like really kind of like hype it up among those things that we just talked about. But I think one of the biggest things that's helping it is that we didn't get like more I guess the first 4 came out pretty frequently, right? Because they were kind of competing with like the Toy Story franchise as far as like what was on top for DreamWorks versus what was on top for Pixar at the time.
When does Toy Story 5 come out?
It's just announced. That doesn't even have a date, I don't think. Does
'Cause
it?
June 19th, 2026.
Okay.
Because when you said that they were always competing, I'm like, wait, when is the other one? This is, well, you know what?
Weeks apart.
That's cool.
2 weeks.
So yeah, it's Shrek it's 2001, 2004, 2007, 2010 are those 4. And then Toy Story is 1995, 1999, huge break, 2010, 2019.
Yeah.
So those 2 were they were only Toy Story 1 and 2 were out before Shrek even came out.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then all the other Shreks were in between Toy Story 2 and Toy
4.
Story 3. Toy Story 3.
The 3 Shreks happened between 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see. All 4 Shreks happened between
after.
all 4 Shreks happened between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize there was that big of a gap between Toy Story.
Well, so yeah, Shrek. It was from 1998 to 2010. It was 12 years.
Yeah.
And Shrek was 2001 to 2010. So the Shrek 4 came out the same year as Toy Story 3. But Toy Story 3 came out on June 18th, and Shrek 4 came out on May 21st. So they're all all 4 Shrek movies come out between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. That's just something that I like having that data. That's kind of fun to know.
No, yeah, it totally is. This was a cool little fun facts to know.
Journey. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because they did have, I guess they did have other stuff in between that was supposed to compete directly with like the Pixar stuff, because they had like
DreamWorks,
Ants. Like Ants kicked it off to compete with Bug's Life.
Ants came out before Bug's Life.
Right, but that was their answer to knowing Bug's Life was coming, though.
Right.
That's why. So, they had Chicken
But
Run,
that's the
Road to
thing.
El Dorado.
DreamWorks. Yeah, DreamWorks is just competing with Pixar in general.
Yeah. Interesting.
But they're mostly, it's Nemo and Monsters Inc. and The Incredibles.
Well, Shark Tale was supposed to be their answer to Nemo. Right?
I don't know date-wise. We can look it up.
Hey.
We can look it
I'm
up.
pretty sure Shark Tale was their answer to Nemo.
Finding Nemo 2003.
Shark Tale was
2004.
Oh.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean,
is Shark Tale DreamWorks? It is DreamWorks.
Shark Tale's DreamWorks, yeah.
Yeah.
What a weird movie. Anyway,
there you go.
Sorry. Whatever.
No
That's
Shark
okay.
Ooh ha ha in that one.
Nope.
Ooh bop badoo.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm not excited for Shrek 5. I think it's going to. I mean, I hope it's good. It's got the original. Cast
I'll
back,
watch
obviously,
it. Right.
But I'm with you, Mel, on this one. That it is a different type of humor and it's a different type of hype than the Toy Story one. I'd have to go back and watch Shrek Ever After, like to kind of remember how it ended, because it's been a while. It's not as prominent in my mind as Toy Story 4 was in my mind. But if it was left open enough where like a fifth film is like just can seamlessly enter the story, like I get it. Toy Story, I think what bothers me is how it ended and how it transitioned. Like I'm totally fine with it now being Bonnie's toys and like the story being about Bonnie and her toys and everything. But maybe it's because it's still called Toy Story, and to me Toy Story was Andy's story. Why I'm still kind of bothered by the franchise continuing. But I get it. It's got the name recognition, right? They're not gonna change it and lose the name recognition. Andrew,
but only
mentioned that.
half of Toy Story is Andy's story.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
at
still,
this point.
That's true.
At this point, it is half because they decided to continue it that way. But because of how it ended and everything, I guess. I don't know. It's weird because I see it as the cycle of life ending with Andy leaving for college, right? But as a parent, the cycle of life continues because my toys are my kids' toys now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe if Andy's kids had the toys and it wasn't passed to Bonnie, like if they didn't leave the family, like maybe
that's what Toy Story 5 is.
It's Bonnie's kids.
No, it's Andy's kids, and Bonnie's grown up some and doesn't want the toys anymore, and Andy has kids.
So they go back to
they go back to Andy.
It's not, but that's Toy Story 6. You just gave it to them.
There you go.
Toy Story 6, The Revenge.
Also, I just looked up the plot of Shrek 4, and it looks like it's all a dream, is the most of Shrek 4.
Oh, no. Okay.
Anyway, spoiler alert for a movie from 14 years ago. I don't think that 14 years ago.
Yeah,
no. It was Shrek and Donkey all along.
As the sun rises, Shrek begins to fade from existence, but Fiona, having
so
fallen in love with
future?
him, kisses him before he disappears. Yeah. Seeing that she is still an ogre in the sunlight, Fiona realizes that her curse was broken and that she has assumed love's true form. The alternate reality disintegrates, making everyone disappear, and Shrek finds himself transported back to the original timeline at the moment before he lost his temper at the party. Instead of lashing out, Shrek embraces his family and friends with a newfound appreciation for them.
So it's Back to the Future, and at the end he's going to be wearing an Apple Vision Pro.
No, it's just like what was the TV show? Is that The Sopranos or something where it was all a dream or something? I can't remember. What was that? No, The Sopranos is the one that just cuts off.
The Sopranos just cut off at the end in the diner, yeah.
Yeah,
That was 7 moments that were all just a dream. I don't know.
Interesting.
Who knows? I have no idea what I'm thinking of. Somebody tell me on Reddit, or what? Not Reddit. We don't have a Reddit. On
Discord.
Discord. Let's get a Reddit too. Why not? We don't have enough things.
Nah, let's
jeez,
stick
no.
to Discord for a while. I don't need another
I'm
platform to have to monitor.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have enough trouble monitoring what we have.
Right.
One day. All right. I want to do a quick update for DAS. We talked about the issues some people were having with the DAS Pass, and we showed that video with Charisma, one of the guests that had been denied the DAS Pass. She has been making waves this last week because several media outlets have picked up on her story. They've been reporting on it. There is, I don't remember her name. There was a content creator on TikTok. If it's incorrect, I'll put it in the bottom when I'm editing, but I believe her TikTok name is Mama Zebra. She's been collecting DAS stories as well. She's been sharing them and trying to get them out into the community. And from what it sounds like, she was contacted by Josh DeMaro's executive assistant and was asked about some of these communications that people have been sharing with her. She was asked about just the DAS in general. And if what she is saying is true, it looks like Disney is really actively looking at changing the DAS system. Because it looks like they noticed that a lot of these complaints obviously started when Genie Plus people started, like people that were purchasing Genie Plus started complaining about it because they felt that the DAS accommodation was essentially taking away from the fact that they made a purchase and they were having to still stand in line. So
Which it's not.
It's not, right.
By the way.
I think there's still a lot of things that have to change for both Genie Plus and DAS. We could just get rid of Genie Plus altogether, but you know, it is what it is. The old Fast Pass ticketing was fantastic. We could always bring that back. Those were always fun to collect anyway, so let's maybe do that. But in the meantime, Charisma Story has been picking up a lot of traction on many media outlets, so it looks like Disney's finally paying attention. So that's the important part here, that Disney is really listening. I hope that they fix these accommodations. I hope that they make it something comparable to what used to be there, and they're able to find this happy middle where they could find a way to regulate things and stop the abuse. You know, because sadly, there's always going to be people that abuse the system. Yeah. And one of the reasons why we've stayed away from sharing a lot of like the big secrets, you know, in the parks is because that's what makes them special. And I get it. Like, I know that, you know, people use it, you know, to share and to get internet famous and to get the clout and stuff like that. But those things stop becoming special when everybody wants it or everybody tries to get it. Yep. Right. So Disney Magic, as far as the cast members are concerned, isn't something you're entitled to because you're in the parks. It is something that is happenstance. It's something that you magically got as part of a visit at some point, but you are not guaranteed it in the form that TikTok or Instagram or YouTube videos show you it will happen. Right. And I think that's where a lot of this spawns from, where people see these videos where some travel vlogger or something says like, here's how I did this, or here's how I did that, or here's how to cheat or hack the system. And then there's hundreds of thousands of people trying to do it, and they ruin something good for the rest of us.
Right.
So, again, I hope they find a happy middle. But at least it's good news that Disney is officially listening and they are actively working at making changes to DAS.
Agreed.
It's a start.
Yeah, definitely a start. Okay, so before we wrap up this episode, I want to share this video that Andrew sent us. And it is...
It's a long video. We might have to skip some of it.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. It is... I have to send myself the link. I'm sorry. I thought I was...
How dare you?
I know, right? How dare I? Okay. Here we go. And there's an ad, of course.
Yay!
I'll wait till the ad is done and then I'll share
Okay.
the screen.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Unless you want to see an Allstate ad.
No.
They're not sponsoring us. Allstate sponsor us and then we'll show your ad.
Right.
Right.
We'll talk about
All right.
you more.
Yeah. All right. So the video we are going to be sharing is actually, it was a video posted by Walt Disney World News Today. It is the reopening of the Country Bear Jamboree.
Country Bear musical jamboree.
The Country Bear musical jamboree, yes. A wild and woolly good time. Now, it is around a 15-minute video, so we'll put the link in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube, but we'll also post it on Discord if you want to check out the entire video. But I do want to highlight a couple of things here. Let me see if I could find them. Because I thought it was funny. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? This one's not it. Was there anything you wanted to highlight, Andrew, before I scroll all the way through?
No, I mean, I think it's they have a new opening song because the title has changed. So it's the song called the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, which is fun.
Well, here, let's
you get to see the
show a
5
little
bear
bit of
rugs
that.
and Gomer.
Is Rufus part of it?
Rufus is part of it a little bit, yes. Rufus is mentioned.
No flash photography or video lighting. We've already got Rufus on spotlight.
Nice.
There's Henry. Gomer come out of stage.
Welcome to the one and only all-original Country Bear musical jamboree, featuring a wild and woolly assortment of grizzled old grizzlies singing a little country, a little western, and a whole lot of everything in between. So get those paws tapping and those claws clapping for 5 bears who need no introduction, but I'll give them one.
You know what, I have to say, I think they upgraded at least a few of these animatronic innards, if not all of them.
They look
Henry
pretty
looks
right.
great.
Like, yeah. They don't look dull.
Let's look how much movement he has.
That's cool.
Yep, me too. I'm bobbing my head just like Max, Buff, and Melvin.
That's
There's
good.
a section where who comes out? It's I don't know, there's a Mineral King reference that they snuck in here. I don't know if you noticed that watching
Oh.
through.
I
They
didn't
just say-
catch that.
They just say the Mineral King.
Nice.
He's like, he played for the Mineral King and something, something, something. Here's Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah and Trixie. They're singing what is that? Try everything.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to comment on. I think what really makes this show super fun is the entire track list is different, right? The old track
except for
list,
the final song is the same.
right? The old song list, I think, was great. I think it had its own charm, and I think that for what the Country Bear Jamboree was, I think it fit perfectly, right? But the fact that this version of it now has like Try Everything, Kiss the Girl, A Whole New World, like it has all of these different songs from different Disney franchises. It's funny because you're watching these bears, like the clip that I saw that that just I was just laughing was when they were singing A Whole New World. Where are we right now?
This is Kiss the Girl. So it's next.
So it's next, right? Here we go.
There it is.
This is the intro. Yeah.
So this is funny, Ernest. So Ernest is playing his fiddle.
We already went past A Whole New World. A Whole New World was before this one, I think.
And his fiddle starts smoking.
That's cool. That's funny. I appreciate that.
And I can hear Max, Buff, and Melvin in the back are saying stuff, but I can't make it out. So I'm probably gonna have to watch some of this. Hopefully they release that. No, it looks like that soundtrack might have been, or that listing might have been out of order. This is Whole New World.
Oh yeah.
There's Gomer.
Oh, yay! That's cute.
I think this is what, Shaker and Teddy Bear. I have to look it up.
Is this already on Spotify?
I don't know. Let me open up Spotify.
I need this new track list on Spotify. It's
gotta be
fun. Yeah, it's such a fun show. They did such a great job updating this, and I think you're right. I think the animatronics, they're moving so much smoother than the old versions were that I think they are upgraded versions of them.
Right. I think they did a complete overhaul. Everything looks like it's moving. The lights are obviously all new. Everything looks looking good. I mean, this is like opening day.
Yeah.
This one's funny. This is Fixer Upper.
Yeah. Do you think that with obviously we don't have a haul for them in Critter Country, if Critter Country even continues to be Critter Country, with the opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah, there's critters in Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's fine.
Yeah, but do you think that? I mean, I don't think it's big enough. If we did this at the Golden Horseshoe.
Oh.
I mean, what's nice about there are two stages. The Golden Horseshoe is definitely not big enough to do this. I've said this before, what I want to do with the Country Bears is put them on Grizzly River Run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is where I think they should. Oh, here's Big Al. Do this one.
No.
Oh, with the ad for Cadillac.
No. That is awesome.
Does he have bubble guts?
He's shiny. Wow.
He looks all the Henrys look great. So anyway, yeah, but there's Sammy.
Oh, look, cute.
These are such great renditions.
Yep. I mean, this was a smart move.
Well, so the rumor was that because of the outdated track listing, like this was on the chopping block for Walt Disney World. They were like, and so a team of Imagineers that are Country Bear fans said, "Let us fix it. Like we'll make it so people want to see this still and stuff." And so they put in the thing and they did it, and look at this. It looks great.
Yeah.
Fantastic
This is the kind
job.
of stuff that, like, you know what? Again, like, I'd rather have this. Like, you know, I don't have a ton of nostalgia for the Country Bear Jamboree because it was already gone by the time I had gone to Disneyland my first time.
Yeah.
And I saw it when I went to Florida, and I loved it, but I don't have, like, that childhood nostalgia like some people have. So I'm just happy to see, you know, these characters doing their thing. And these, like, you know, original Mark Davis characters and, like, original park created IP. And, you know, it's not based on a movie, even though there was a movie, but that was based on this. Like, this is the stuff that we all want. We all just want them to let Imagineering stretch their wings and do an original thing again. And it's never going to happen. We're all going to be sad about it. But, so we got to preserve the ones we got.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if it's this or knocking it down, I'll take this in a heartbeat. And I think they did a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But
So
I
good.
say they could bring it. I think they should just knock Winnie the Pooh back down and put Country Bear Musical Jamboree back in.
Yep.
Would you be happy with them completely getting rid of that attraction? Like,
Pooh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. One blustery
sure-
day in the 100-acre
It is-
woods,
I'm
a little bear
sure
named Winnie the Pooh.
There are families and, you know, with small children that would complain
Correct.
about it.
Well, they can take Pooh and Roller Coaster Tycoon and pick it up and put it in that motorboat, you know,
Let's do
area.
it.
That
Let's do
pick it up and put Country Bears back. Bring the bears back, folks.
I mean, here's the thing. People could say what they like, but is
How
Pooh
about-
really
yeah.
worth waiting 30, 40 minutes for only like a second
I mean,
or
is
so?
Peter Pan really only worth waiting a
Yeah,
minute and a
I mean,
half for
That's what I'm like.
45
You have
minutes to an hour?
AC, you have seating, you could sit down and relax.
Yeah, Country Bear Jamboree, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
And there's
I
Fantasyland.
Make it Tiana's Bear Jamboree for all I care.
Yes.
That's Critter Jamboree.
Right.
I mean, I guess there
I'm
is.
yelling.
I would like to see it as part of, like, maybe if they could convert the Hungry Bear into like a dinner theater sort of situation, where it's not really dinner
Yeah.
theater. It's just like you get to sit down and eat,
Like
but you
Golden
also
Horseshoe.
get the show, like the Golden Horseshoe. That's why I was thinking, like, is there enough space to do it? But because there isn't, can they do a toned down version of it at the Golden Horseshoe?
I mean, it's just mechanical wise, like
That's
you would
where
have,
they would suffer, right?
You would have because I just don't know without like gutting. I mean, and that's a like historic building at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible. But We have this little land called Grizzly Flats or Grizzly Air, whatever the heck it's called now.
Goodbye, Soren.
No, just keep Soren. There's this great little place called Redwood Creek Rock Climbing Club or whatever it's called. Challenge Trail.
Plenty of space.
Got plenty of space. You could probably keep half of it for bridges and things and climby bits, and then put a whole Country Bears right in there. There's a whole bear land. Grizzly this, Bear Mountain, Country Bear Musical Jamboree. California Bear Jamboree.
If they play their cards right, and if they build it in such a way, let's say they did take over the Redwood Creek area, right?
Right.
If they built it inside, what's the restaurant entering, or is it further down? Is Napa Rose right at that entrance, or is it further down into the hotel?
Further down?
That's Napa Rose is, when you go, that entrance there is, you go left, and that's where what was Whitewater Snacks now is whatever.
Okay, so there's still an eatery, and there's a small outdoor area that you can eat behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they play their cards right, you could still kind of get your dinner theater, and you can kind of open it so that you can sit down and eat and watch the show. And instead of doing like an entire, like you could build like a little amphitheater sort of situation.
I was going to say that would have been cool. Like a cave kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Imagineering, make that happen.
Yeah.
We just gave you the whole...
Bring back the bears to California.
And it is the California official state animal, right?
It's on the flag.
It is on the flag.
Some sort of bear.
I don't know.
It is the California grizzly bear.
It's a grizzly bear.
Yes.
I don't
Ursus
even know the state
Californicus.
I mean,
That's
there
funny.
we go. Today we learned.
All right. Well, if you agree with us and you want to see the Country Bears make a return to Disneyland, but at California Adventure in the Redwood Creek area, leave a comment. If you're watching this on YouTube or join us on Discord, leave a comment there. You can also comment over on Instagram, Facebook, or Threads. Those are primarily the social networks that we're on. Speaking of, there are a few comments on YouTube that I want to make sure that we get to, so maybe next episode we'll go through some of them. There's a few for some episodes. And we got Quizneyland coming up this week, right?
Right. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've got it mostly written. I think it's going to be an all Walt Disney World episode, actually.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun for some Walt Disney World fans out there.
Nice.
So yeah.
Right on. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Wrap it up with the Country Bears and bring them back to California Adventure. Just make it fun. Bring the new goodness to California Adventure.
Need some more bluegrass back in some of the parks.
It is very
Country.
Billy Hill.
Yes,
And
that's
the
why I
Hillbillies,
like
right?
it.
I think it has that vibe to it.
I want to
but
look up. I have a feeling maybe some of them might have played on it. It sounds kind of...
You think so?
So,
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
So, if you didn't know, there's a video that I've been looking for. I can't find it anymore. It was like an old Disney Parks blog video. So when they were making Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, Billy Hill and the Hillbillies were the band playing under all the songs or most of the songs on Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Oh, interesting.
And there's a video of like them in the studio, and you can see, a few of the guys in there recording, and then it cuts like Larry the Cable Guy and stuff like that. So if anybody sees that video anywhere around, I like to see that again. But yeah, Billy Hill and the Hillbillies recorded.
We're on a mission
that music.
now.
Hey.
Right.
On a mission. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for this week. Any final thoughts? Comments? All right. Until next week, until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.